Those Were the Days is filmed before a live internet audience.
Good evening. Welcome to Those Were the Days, a spooky journey back in time to the TV of the past. My name is Amy and I'm hosting this week, and tonight we are exploring the television masterpiece from horror icon and legendary sex pest Alfred Hitchcock in Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Now, I can't go on this very scary trip by myself. I'm going to need some help. First, it's our framing device, Steven.
Good evening, friends. Before we get started, allow me to regale you with a tale of the deepest intimate details of a family member's everyday life. You see, I keep logs of the comings and goings of everyone I know so I can watch them as they spiral into madness without asking anyone, should we step in and get them some help? I say all this as I have a perfectly good explanation for why there's a severed hand in my cousin Todd's underwear drawer.
Next, it's everyone's favorite ventriloquist who may be Italian, Audie.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us as we talk on the internet on what is called a podcast. You are watching or listening on your device to us talking, which is a podcast. A real podcast. Even though we may not be the same as other podcasts. You don't even have to pay for it. But we are still making a podcast. It's called Those Were the Days, and you find it where you find other podcasts. You see, everything fits.
And our very own spinster, Travis.
Good evening. I wanted to do an Alfred Hitchcock, but it just didn't feel right. So instead, I went with a Shatner.
Okay, but this is a very beautiful and very smooth Shatner, and
It
I
is
will
a very
not have
yeah.
you
smooth
besmirch his beautifulness. So like I said, we're doing Alfred Hitchcock Presents. We are specifically doing Season 3, Episode 1, The Glass Eye. I wanted something spooky. I do a lot of, I've picked Twilight Zone a few times. I love me some anthology horror, man. It's real good. Take a concept that you cannot stretch that far and just do like a moose boosh of horror.
I have said this for years. I think that horror and sci-fi fit into anthology series or movies so well.
Because you don't have to explain everything.
Nope.
Just hand wave, because it doesn't matter. None of it matters.
Right.
And
So just hand
sometimes
wave it, great.
sometimes that works better.
Much
The
better.
less you explain can be more thought-provoking, or in the case of horror, scarier. So
See,
Mhm.
midichlorians.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that?
Don't even worry about it.
Oh, okay.
So, I was obviously, I feel like I was aware of the show, obviously, but again, because I'm a ninny, it was not like a thing I would seek out. But I will say, like, when it started, I do think that it's one of the most recognizable openings that people have no idea what it is.
Mhm.
Right? You know what I mean? Like now, like people, no idea. So I'd never actually seen it before, but I knew that we had some potential for some pretty terrific discussion material, and I think we got it. But I want to know where you guys are at with Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and I will start with you, Audie.
Yeah, this was a new one for me too. And definitely in the same, like, I know that opening. I
Mhm.
know, the drawing that he walks into and the whole presentation. So, yeah, this was a whole first time watching for me.
Awesome. Steven, how about you?
This is a show that was on Nick at Night way, way back when I probably first was a sentient young human boy.
Mm-hmm.
And it came on right after a show I liked. I can't remember which one it was, but I was still able to stay up at night and watch it if I wanted to, but it was just a little too far over my head for the age. So I remember watching a few episodes and not really having a clue what was going on, but man, sleeper agent time when that music came on. Like I was
Mhm.
taken back to my room going, what is this? Maybe I should turn the TV off. Where's another episode of I Love Lucy or whatever had come on before that? But I remember it also reminded me that I had one friend that was also a classic TV nerd like myself. And we both agreed that we didn't understand this show. I remember the conversation of both of us going, what is this Alfred Hitchcock guy that comes on? Not funny or anything. And that was great. So thank you for this. This is wonderful.
Good. Trav, how about you?
So I watched episodes of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, both this iteration and there was a revival of it in the 80s that I vaguely remember because it was in color and it threw me off the first time I heard that music and it wasn't in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like Steven, Nick at Night was probably where I first saw it, maybe on like Saturday afternoon on WGN Superstation or something as well. I'm sure that a lot of the episodes that I saw, I'm conflating with Twilight Zone episodes as well.
mean,
There's a lot
yeah.
of like shared DNA
Yeah.
there. But
Oh,
no, I
it's-
loved
it's all
but
it's all
boy,
a man hates his family in black and white.
basically. But that theme music, as soon as it comes on, like
Mhm.
it's just indelibly in my brain forever.
So this iteration of Alfred Hitchcock Presents ran from 1955 to 1962. Which is wildly impressive for some, like, I mean, it's pretty niche. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
Yeah.
mean? Like it's pretty intense. So I I picked this episode. So this episode is very highly rated, and as I had said, there's a lot of, if you read like just the quick byline summaries of the episodes, it's like, you know, a man and his mistress hate his wife, and like a man hates his family, and like there's a lot of that. And so the line of this one, which we'll get into the whole story, but it was about a woman who falls in love with a ventriloquist.
Mhm.
And I was like, knowing what I know about Alfred Hitchcock as a human, I was like, this is going to be great. I'm sure this is going to show women in a really positive light. And I was right. So the show always opens with Alfred Hitchcock himself.
Mhm.
He is there. This episode, we do get the characteristic, like the good evening, which it's not every episode, but it's a lot of episodes. And this one, he's got a glass eye in a box,
Mhm.
which is
Mhm.
handy because the episode is about a glass eye and it's called The Glass Eye. This
Mhm.
is not the best of the Hitchcock openings because I'll spoil like the end of our episode when we talk about it. Like, I watch more. I just left, it just kept going. And I was like, yes, please feed me more of these weird stories. But what I did not do when I mentioned this at the end of last week's show, I didn't look at the IMDb before I watched the episode.
Mhm.
So going into it was a complete surprise. So they start with, we get the title card and it's Jessica Tandy. And I'm like, hell yeah.
That was like,
go.
let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Lord.
go. All right. So I'm like,
And
yes,
I
Jessica Tandy.
love seeing actors like this in earlier things because
Okay,
if I
well,
hear
where-
the name Jessica Tandy, all I can think of are two movies:
Yep.
Batteries not included.
Batteries Not
Yeah.
Included and
Mhm.
Cocoon.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That
Okay.
And one more.
Hugh Cronin or Hume Cronin? Hugh. Either way,
Yeah.
Cocoon. Like,
Yeah.
that's just what I think of with him.
And Driving Miss
And
Daisy.
yeah, Driving Miss Daisy as well. But really, for me, it's Batteries Not Included in Cocoon. Like, that's
Yeah.
that's who Jessica Tandy is to me.
Which is unfortunate because she's the original Blanche Dubois in A Streetcar Named Desire. I mean, come on.
Mhm. Oh, I know,
Come
but it's like
No, I know.
those made
Us,
such an
our
impression on me.
age.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was like, Jessica Tandy. And then it fades to this scene in which there's a man and a woman. And I went, hang on.
Yeah. Wait just a minute.
Wait a second.
So I knew that was coming only because I had looked at the IMDb page in order to know which episode it was. Because
Sure.
you had given I think the name but I wanted to know what season it was from.
Sure.
And I saw the picture and I was like, well, okay, still.
That's fine. That wasn't
Yeah.
the name I was concerned about giving away the story.
Mm.
Because there's one name in the IMDb actor list that
There
would
is.
give away the whole the twist at the end of the
Yes.
story.
Yes.
Yep.
So all right, so we've got it's absolutely wild to me. So we've got William Shatner, and
Baby
I-
Shatner.
I thought baby, so beautiful. Like you forget that he was he was just a working actor.
Yeah.
I mean, look at
Mhm.
how famous he is from that episode of the other one,
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone, yeah.
right? Like he was just a working actor.
Mhm.
And now
was-
he just gets to be himself.
He was unrecognizable to me. Like, there's Shatner at some point went from like the Captain Kirk we've got to Shatner now, like overnight. Like, it's almost two completely different faces.
Mhm.
So when I saw Shatner, I was like, this guy sounds like William Shatner. And I didn't even
Yeah.
recognize like that was William Shatner. It blew my
Mhm.
mind because I mean, for the longest time, I had a hard time believing he was Captain Kirk and also,
I mean,
the older guy.
this is 27-year-old William Shatner.
Yeah.
It's-
Like,
yeah,
he's a baby.
it's like his
He
hair
is.
changed completely. It
Mhm.
went from straight to curly, and there's like two different eras.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
By the way, did you recognize at all the woman that was with him, Dorothy?
Yes.
Because I did, and it took me a second to
Mhm.
realize why she looked so familiar.
Mhm.
And it's Rosemary Harris.
Mhm.
Aunt
It's
May.
Aunt May from the
Raimi,
Sam
Spider-Man.
Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other stuff, but like I know
Oh,
her
yeah.
from that.
Right.
I thought they were a couple. Wikipedia says they were cousins. It doesn't.
Yeah,
matter.
I mean,
none of it matters.
No,
It doesn't.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But they're in a house. They're cleaning out a relative's house who has passed away. And basically it's their sad spinster cousin Julia, who she lived alone, and she was so lonely, and she was all alone. And there's like pictures of sailboat, like big ships on the wall. It's like, do you think she ever looked at these pictures and thought about sailing away? And I was like, okay, all right, everybody calm down a little. Okay. But apparently, Jim, that's William Shatner's character, he knows a story from her youth about the one time that she wanted to just pick it all up and run away. And he picks up her like super cool pin cushion with drawer. And I was like,
Mhm.
where do I get one of these?
Right?
I
'Cause
need
this
that.
I enjoy. I enjoy this object. And he opens the little drawer, and in it is a glass eye.
hmm
Okay. And she's like, well, that's pretty weird. And he's like, yeah, it is. Let me tell you the story that I only learned about much later. Okay, good. I mean, because he's very young. Like,
Right.
he is very young. And so if she's died of old age, then presumably he wasn't even around. Like, they're just, great. So we get a flashback to Jessica Tandy, Julia, who is a spinster in her 30s. This woman is 49 years old.
hmm
Jessica
Yeah.
Tandy is 49 years old. She's not in her 30s. Come on,
Not
man.
even close.
It's just
Yeah.
so brutal.
And the insinuation that 30 is old just
I mean, I get
Mhm.
from like in a certain time period, right? Because
Oh,
if
yeah.
you look
Yeah,
at
but-
it, right, like Jessica Tandy was born in 1909. So like
sure.
yeah, in terms of getting married, sure. But the fact that she was then almost 20 years older than that in real life
Yeah.
was just vicious. And-
It's like the next line down acting of a 20-year-old playing a high school student.
yeah.
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 You know what I mean? Like at least that you do because you need because working with young people is hard and expensive because you have all these regulations and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
So like at least I get that. But this is, I think, just Alfred Hitchcock hating women.
See, I feel like this is what you do when you just really want to work with an actor and you just don't really care. Like, I really want to
quite
work with
possible.
Jessica Tandy, and I have this character, and I think she's great for it.
Um,
The heck with her age.
So we see her life in her little house, which actually, like, they show like her day, and it looks great. She gets up and she has her very beautiful crocheted Afghan, and she's got her slippers, and she lights her fire in a fireplace. The kitchen, I agree, was not great.
Needs a little
With her
work.
single
Yeah.
burner,
Mm-hmm.
not my favorite.
However,
But
her
otherwise-
little dinner configuration on that one burner
I mean, that was impressive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
You gotta
overcooked
do what you
the
gotta
meat a little
do.
bit, but I heard it clank into the
Yeah,
plate.
it's fine. So she, she talks about she goes to work for an old school solicitor who writes to all of his clients by hand and makes copies using the moist paper method, which I did not get a chance to find out what that was, but it can't be good.
Copies with
No
moist
part
paper.
of that is
It's
good.
like wetting the ink and then pushing it like silly putty level copies.
Yeah, it's not good. And that sometimes she takes the neighbor's son out to do things, which I understand borrowing a child. I love to borrow a child. Take it to go do a fun child thing and then give it back.
Mhm.
Love that. Not this one though.
No, I don't want
Yeah,
this one.
no.
I
As
don't
soon
want
as she
this
started
one.
talking, I was like, how does she like doing this?
Okay, so she takes him to a show. She takes him to go see The Ventriloquist. And Max Collodi. Do you think he's Italian? Do you think he could be Italian?
I don't care. I want lemonade.
I want lemonade. Okay, so my favorite is, so she's immediately taken with this man, Max. And the act is not great.
No,
that's
that was
fine.
my one note
Mhm.
was like, these people are really into what is not a very
great
good act.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Okay.
kind of there.
Hold the phone. It's not great performance, but man, those jokes were killing me. But I'm a simple man with a simple sense of humor, and I was sitting on the couch guffawing at these stupid dad jokes.
I mean, some of them were very good, but some of them were categorically not. And going back, and because I've now watched it a couple times, and you notice some things about the performance when you go back a second
Oh
time.
yeah,
It
no,
is
no, I
very
definitely
interesting.
noticed that. Knowing what I know now.
So she is so taken, and the kid just wants a lemonade because he's thirsty, and he's super irritating. And the guy that is sitting next to her just like glares, and it's so good.
I noticed that.
But she
Well,
buys a
the
ticket.
kid wouldn't stop talking during the show. I would be doing the same thing.
And that kid grew up to be a writer on such things as Chips and Hawaii Five-0 and Battlestar Galactica and Kolchak the Night Stalker and Mission Impossible the TV series.
Wow.
And like I was like, are you
Oh my
kidding?
gosh.
This is wild.
That's incredible.
Because I always love, like, especially a kid, right? A kid in an old show.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, is this it? Or what else did we do? Oh,
Oh yeah.
We had a great career.
oh.
Yeah, up and worked behind the camera.
Yeah, he
Okay.
also has the developed for television by credit for Chips. So,
Oh,
Dang.
yeah.
wow, nice job.
Yeah, he did all right.
Stayed in it.
Come a long way from just wanting lemonade at
Just
a
want a
ventriloquist show.
lemonade.
Uh-huh.
So Julia gets a ticket for the evening performance for just herself. I don't blame her because she couldn't have heard anything because that kid was just the worst. And so then she we cut back to William Shatner in the house, and he's like, she stole this poster. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't what's wrong with that, William? What is there some sort of problem with that? Because I don't want to hear it. And then he's like, look at all these playbills. And I was like, is there a problem with that?
Yeah, you
Mhm.
can keep those.
And Dorothy, the woman, his cousin wife. She's like,
It was a weird time. It could be both. You just
it could be.
Yeah.
She's like, well, that's so sad. And he's like, is it? Is it sad?
That was great.
And I was like, a little bit.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
I
it's-
mean,
I think so.
She's like, is it pathetic? I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like, or is it terrifying? And I was like, all right, well, a little bit. Now, I will give it credit. I will give this credit to it, is that it it is a nice swap, right? To see, like, is a lady stalker. And
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
She's not
Um,
a stalker. She's just going everywhere he goes
Sure.
to watch his show and collecting memorabilia.
Yeah, she quits her job because she's got some money saved
Uh-huh.
up. Which, I
Right.
mean, I have a friend who follows Dave Matthews around during concert season. So,
It's
I
fine.
mean, have at it, I
Yeah.
guess.
I wasn't stalking. I was just trying to find out where you were going to be so I could be there with all my stuff so I could meet
Yeah.
you and we could be friends.
And
It's
I'm
not
gonna write
stalking,
you a
it's
letter
healthy.
like every day, just to say hi.
Because she goes, yeah, because because they're going out to the provinces. We're no longer in London.
Right.
We're moving out.
I had a
It's
real
still not
difficult
far.
time.
I love when they try to make England sound large.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good.
It was so
Yeah,
hard
make
for me
it
to
sound
figure
like
out where
England.
we were. We had American accents,
Yeah, no,
slightly
they're-
mid-Atlantic accents.
Mhm.
I was
It
like,
didn't matter. None of it mattered.
You know what,
it was
though?
Fine.
I will give them credit for not having any of their actors try to do an
Yeah.
accent.
Oh,
They're
sure.
not going to do well.
True.
Yeah.
good
No,
job.
I would
100% of
rather
the
just
time.
Bill Shatner do his voice
I mean,
than
that's
try than
She
pull a
could-
Keanu Reeves and Bram Stoker's Dracula.
She could be an American. He
Yeah.
could be an American.
This is
Like, it's,
true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's.
you
I
can
mean-
travel and live other places.
So yeah, so she's following him around. I mean, it sounds more dramatic to say she follows him around the country. And that's why you have to send it in England, because she's not following him around the country on her secretary budget.
No.
Mhm.
Her secretary savings here.
Mm-mm.
So she writes him letters and he writes back saying, "Oh, thank you, and you're so nice." And so then finally that she's in her room doing her scrapbook. I love a good creepy scrapbook. Man,
Mm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Newspaper clippings.
a good paper. Yeah. So she's clipping clippings and she's putting them in her little scrapbook, and there's a knock at the door, and the best old man.
Oh yeah.
Just the top tier old man
Oh, he was fantastic.
says, here, I got you there's a letter for you. I just brought it from the theater from Mr. Collodi. Oh, because she's at one point after the show and she's daydreaming, right? Because she won't admit her feelings, but she's thinking about it, and Max Collodi, Mrs. Max Collodi.
hmm
Or would it be Signora Max Collodi? And she's
Right,
thinking
'cause-
about being on the terrace in
Mhm.
their home in Italy outside of Rome. This man has an American accent. This man has no discernible accent
Mm.
whatsoever. But sure. Okay.
Okay, real quick.
So
I just found this out. Just
Yep.
because we're with everybody associated with this episode has gone
Mm-hmm.
on to do something. Colin Campbell was the voice of the mole in the Disney The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr.
oh
Toad.
yeah.
So for
Mm.
anybody that watched this recently, which I did with my kids.
Yeah, he did 101 Dalmatians too.
He has one of those voices. You know it when he walks
Yeah.
in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, for the audience listening, we're not insulting him by calling him the old man. He's literally
Oh,
listed
no,
in
no,
the
that's-
credits
The old
yeah.
man.
as
Mhm.
old man.
Yep.
Yeah. Phenomenal. Just top tier old man.
Oh yeah,
So-
stole the show.
He really did. Okay, so she had sent him a letter with a snapshot from when she was in her 20s.
Yeah,
Which
like
was
you do.
definitely only like 10 years ago and not 20. That's
Right.
fine.
It's a hard 10 years she
It
lived.
was a hard 10 years.
Mhm.
She's been
of
on the road a
taking
lot.
dictation.
Right.
Okay, so now she gets she reads this letter and she opens it. So the best is the old man who's delivered the letter. Like she's going to open the letter and she's so excited and she can't believe that Max Colodi has written her back. And he just does the
Yeah.
and it feels like she just hands him a wad of cash.
Right?
I don't
Yeah.
think. Yeah,
Just
she's
please
too
just
excited.
go.
Just get
She
out of my
handed him
room.
notes, which are at
Yeah.
least £5.
Oh, yeah.
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 It was a lot. It's fine.
That's a lot of money.
And he's like, listen, I'm in the arts, a little dramatic. So I hope you'll understand why there have to be some rules about our first meeting. And she's just like, our first meeting.
Mm.
And I'm not comfortable with how much of myself I saw in this character, but here we are. Anyway, Alfred Hitchcock would hate me. And I love that. So he said like it can only be 5 minutes and you know, and we can you know, if things go well and you decide that, you know, we would like to see us again, and no other chaperone other than my
Mhm.
ventriloquist dummy George, who we have
Mm.
not talked about, but he is terrifying.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
It's not cute like that. Like I know that like at a base level all ventriloquist dummies are kind of creepy.
Yeah.
At a base
Mhm.
level.
But
Right.
this is
Oh,
on the
sorry.
level with like the ventriloquist dummy in the movie Magic
Yeah.
with Anthony
Yep.
Hopkins.
Yep.
Like it's on that level of creepy.
Well, it's a whole nother level of creepy, which we get to.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it's got
Yeah.
like that clown face. It's
It
not
does have a clown
the
Yes,
face.
big
that's what it
clown
is.
face
The
and big ears.
proportions are wrong. It's also very large.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yes.
uncomfortably large.
Uncomfortably large. So she's like, great. And then she's like, I don't look like that picture. And this part is actually pretty sad, I find. So she goes to the hat store
Mhm.
to try and find a hat to make her look 10 years younger.
The
And
salesperson at the hat store, by the way,
yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock's daughter.
Yep.
And the hat she buys, man, I love this hat. This hat is phenomenal. It's feathered number. So good. Again, just hands her a wad of cash.
Mhm.
She's like, oh, you want me to wrap it? Nope, I'll wear it out. So now she's got like an hour and a half to get ready. She doesn't even wear the hat.
Nope.
No,
Well,
she
so-
picks the oldest lady thing she could pick. She wraps
Yeah.
a scarf over her head. I was
Scarf
like,
over her
she
head.
looked 10 years younger with the hat. What is she doing?
She doesn't know. And so we get this voiceover from William Shatner talking about, you know, something about the hour and a half of her getting ready and trying to recapture her lost youth
Mhm.
of 10 years ago. And it's fine. Everything's fine. So she goes over there. All right. This hotel clerk.
I loved him.
I love this
Second
guy.
favorite character
So
behind Old Man.
good.
Mhm.
So she asks for Mr. Collodi's room. And he says, is he expecting you? She's like, yes. And she tries to make herself look presentable. The wink this man
Mhm.
gives.
So
It's the full
subtle.
face.
Yeah.
Just
Good.
like,
It was a wink that involved shoulder movements.
yeah.
Had everything.
Which I have questions that we'll come back to at the end about this character.
Okay.
I have a question,
Mhm.
but we'll come back to that. So she goes. She knocks on the door. She's all excited, and his beautiful voice. I mean, he has a beautiful voice,
Mhm.
and he's like, "Come in." And he's sitting at the table, and creepy George the marionette is sitting next to him.
Mhm.
But she doesn't even notice. She doesn't notice. She doesn't care. Because this is it. This is what she's been dreaming about since the child was complaining about lemonade.
For
a year.
A
A year.
year.
For a year, yeah.
It's been a year.
Mm-hmm.
You've been chasing this man around town, waiting
This
for this
is what
moment.
happens, man.
I really thought we were going to have an Empire Records moment, and then I remembered this was the 50s.
Yeah.
I am the man.
So he she's gushing about how much she adores him and she saw him at this show and that show and she's been at all these shows and he's like, well, it's nice to finally meet you and and she's like, I know my time is almost up. And this is the creepiest part. This girl, ma'am, surely you could have gone to the doctor for hysteria and they could have handled some of this for you, but ma'am, calm down. So she's like, ever since I first saw you, I've wanted to touch you.
Mm-hmm.
And she walks up to him and she puts her hand on his arm and he falls out of the chair. And she's like, oh, Max. And she goes down to sort of cradle his head and he's a mannequin.
Yeah.
And his head falls off because, oh, hey, Max isn't the ventriloquist. It's Billy Barty as George.
Yep.
Yeah.
The little person disguised as a ventriloquist dummy, but really the dummy was the ventriloquist. He takes off that scary mask, and I was like, thank God.
It's just Billy
just
Barty.
a guy.
It's just a person.
Billy Barty.
Thankfully, it's only Gwildor.
But
Yeah,
man,
right.
that temper tantrum he threw when he
Okay,
knocked
that
over-
was pretty funny. But when that happened, right, when it turned out that Max Colodi was a mannequin, I legitimately, the first time I watched it, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
because I hadn't looked at the IMDb, so I didn't know about Billy Barty. Because if you see Billy Barty, then that kind of gives away the
Right.
rest of it, right? You're waiting for it. It'd be like
Mhm.
Warwick Davis is in this one, and you're like, oh,
Oh
okay,
yeah. Okay.
Right.
all right.
So-
Well, I see what we're doing.
I didn't know exactly what the twist would end up being. However, I had questions because during his first performance, I'm like, that dummy doesn't move like a dummy
Right.
No.
No.
That's a person.
mask.
in a mask.
Right. That's
And I was like, all
absolutely
right,
a mask.
how is this all going to play out? Like,
But at some point, because there's part of me from this perspective, right, that just goes, this is just what we're doing in 1958,
Mhm.
because that's fine too,
sure.
whatever.
But I didn't know what the twist would be. And then for it to be, oh no, the Max is the dummy.
So if
and
you
all of
go
that
back
was
and
kinda
watch
cool.
it again, Max's hands are always just flat on the table.
Mhm.
Mm.
He does not because it is a man, it is an actual human man.
Right.
So his mouth moves and all of that, but his hands are always static on the
Mhm.
table.
Oh, that's
which I thought was
interesting.
very good.
Yeah.
And you can see the mouth moving behind the mask a couple
Right.
times,
Mhm.
which is weird and creepy.
Very.
But again, part of me just went, is this just what we're doing? All right. But no, and so she freaks out and runs out, and so the real Max, George, whatever we're calling him, he he's all like, well, darn, that's a bummer. And he goes to pick up the the big dummy. One of its eyes is missing, and it's nowhere to be found. Turns out she had grabbed it in a moment of panic and stuck it in her
And
sewing kit
kept it.
because
And took
that's
it with
fair.
her the entire way back home.
Yeah,
And kept it.
yeah. It's fine. There's
Sure.
nothing wrong about that. Um, And so we find out that Max Colodi was never heard from again. He was never in the
Mm-hmm.
the entertainment news. He was never anywhere. But it turns out there was out in the country there was a clown and kids loved him because he was
Mhm.
so sad. And we see Billy Barty on a coach. He has an eye patch.
But that part, I
Wait,
didn't
I got it.
understand.
I have it
Okay.
because I did not get it the first time, but
Yeah.
I did figure it out this time. I was like, wait, because I didn't know. And then the internet, when I was doing some stuff, the internet doesn't know either, but I figured it out. So now we go back to Alfred Hitchcock. is going to say goodnight to us.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the box. And he says, I have a confession. It's not a glass eye. This isn't actually a glass eye. But we got the next best thing. Have a good night. That man stole his eye.
Oh,
Alfred Hitchcock
Oh.
took his eye.
I wondered what that was
That
about.
was my this is my theory. It's the
Okay,
only
okay.
theory I have that makes sense. It's that Alfred Hitchcock stole his eye.
well, it has to be a real eye because at the beginning when he's introducing the eye, he says a glass eye is better than a real one because you can see through it.
You can see through it because
Right.
it's glass, which I thought was a very
Yeah.
good
So
hit,
the next
actually.
best thing is your actual
Your
eye.
actual eye.
Ah, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
Alfred Hitchcock.
I thought little dude just plucked his own eye out in solidarity with his
So that
mannequin.
was like an internet theory I saw, but I actually think that Alfred Hitchcock took his eye and put it in this box. That's my theory.
I
like
really
it.
think
It
that,
works.
that guy
Yeah.
could have had a relationship with that lady if he hadn't have jumped on the table and started yelling like a toddler.
Yeah, that was like
Right.
upsetting.
That was scared me more than anything else in this episode.
Yeah.
I'm getting out because he was so suave. He could be like,
Yeah.
"Okay, jig is up,
Yeah.
but you're
Yeah,
already
you-
here. I've got a bottle of wine."
Yeah. You know.
But no,
Okay, so about
Max was
that,
her one
listen.
love.
You're
It
20
was
years older
not
than you said
Max.
you were. I'm not actually a handsome guy. Let's know each
just,
other
you
through
know.
letters. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Internet romances have been built on less.
Exactly.
it's true. It's true.
We're both alone and desperate. Okay, here we are
At the same
together.
time, like she could just complain that she got catfished, right?
Oh, sure.
Because
I mean, yeah.
she was all about how beautiful Max was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
But yeah,
she
he was beautiful because he was a dummy.
She was stalking
Yeah.
that guy though, so
She
she'd
did.
have to go. I was wrong.
I mean, I feel like if I saw every one of his performances for a year, that I would have noticed that his hands do not move.
At some point, you feel like you
Sure.
would figure
Yeah,
it out.
I feel like
Mhm.
you'd go, like if you're watching that closely
yeah.
because you're so in love and you're just watching that deeply, I feel like at some point you'd be like, I don't know, something's not right here.
Yeah,
That's
because
my
you know you got a
theory.
front row seat at some point.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
absolutely. So one thing this episode did I thought was really cool is I loved our transitions from
Yes.
the,
Okay.
the wraparound to the story.
I
Were
thought
very,
some of them worked better than others,
Some
but
of
I
them were-
like the vibe.
and I liked this. It was a very like low bar like lo-fi
lowest of
style
tech.
because it was
Yeah.
it was just this like frosted glass.
Yeah, the textured glass.
And you just
It was really
zoom-
good.
Oh, it was so good. I loved
this,
it.
The second time worked better just because the first time, I feel like if we'd done another take, we could have had it. But William Shatner was not in the correct position behind the glass. Like
Yeah.
something had
Right.
happened. And so it didn't, there was like a blip. And I was like, what is Oh, okay. I see what we've done. We also had my favorite old TV thing, which is spinning papers coming in at you.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Gotta love that move.
I love that. And like they try to do it now, but when you do it now, you do it digitally. And that is not,
It's not the same.
that's not how
The
to do it.
last time I saw that effect work was probably actually I think Sam Raimi's Spider-Man
Oh yeah, he likes that
Totally.
stuff.
because he would use that
Mhm.
kind of an effect. I think that's the last time I really saw it work because it wasn't digital.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you got to put a thing on a thing and spin it.
Yep.
You
Mhm.
just have to. And
It's a
gonna
very
go
good effect,
wrong
though.
a lot of times. And that's the important part.
Yes.
I loved this episode. And so now she like goes home to be alone forever. And I love that for her. Honestly, given how the rest of all this went, probably for the best.
Yeah.
It's fine. She was almost 50. So she's gonna be in cocoon soon. It's okay.
That's fine.
I loved it. I, as I said, immediately watched the following episode, which starts with the implication that a man has jumped out a window because of a financial loss. And that's incredible stuff. Top tier stuff. Because Alfred Hitchcock played a joke. and told him that they'd lost everything. And he just really just didn't take it well. And he just was very rash. Anyway. And then the outro is he takes the guy's hat and umbrella from the hook on the wall and throws it out the window after him. And I was like, this is so dark.
It's so
Wow.
awesome.
Oh my
Damn.
God. And
Oh.
that episode was also brilliant. It was so good. So I mean, Alfred Hitchcock, problematic character. We understand this. But man, this is some good storytelling. I loved it. And I want to know how you guys felt. We'll start with Travis.
I acknowledge that Alfred Hitchcock was a problematic person, but
Yeah.
you cannot deny the ability to storytell that he
Mhm.
has. He has made some of the greatest thriller movies of all time.
Yeah.
I adore Psycho. I watched Rear Window for the first time like a year or two ago, and it was better than I thought it was going to be. So that's part of why I remember the series. I just don't remember any individual episodes, but watching this
Sure.
reminded me why I like Hitchcock. The stuff that he would be a part of so well done, and it made me want to watch a bunch more Alfred Hitchcock Presents episodes. Plus, I like the fact that they are half-hour anthology
Mhm.
episodes
Yeah.
Mhm.
because it's the perfect kind of thing to have as just sort of, there's like 268 episodes of this series, all in black and white, and you can just let it run as background. Like, this is perfect background TV where you can pay attention for a little bit. You might get engrossed in one might start that doesn't grab you, and so you can be working on something else while you watch it, multitask. I love
do-
that.
I do want to mention that John Keir Cross, who wrote the story, not the screenplay, but the story for this one, was a ventriloquist in his younger days.
Yes.
So he knows
So I think
what
that's
it's like.
quite good. Audie, how about you?
No, I thought this. I definitely was like, as soon as the dummy came on and you saw that mask, I was like, something's up with the dummy. That's going to be something important.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for the penny to drop on that one. Was not expecting the turn it took.
Yeah, no,
for
you're
sure.
expecting like a child's play magic.
Yeah,
something.
with the dummy. Yeah, I expected something with the dummy more specifically than just, oh wait, no, the ventriloquist is the dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So good. Mm-hmm.
It's such a simple premise and a
It's so
simple
simple.
twist.
Mhm, it is. So yeah, I dug it. I don't know if I'll go back and watch more. Maybe. I don't know.
Awesome. Steven, how about you?
Well, Amy, this may come as a shock to you, but I do adore some old television.
Ding, ding.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, and this is some of the oldest of old television. As soon as it came on and I had to turn on subtitles because I couldn't understand a word anybody was saying, I knew we were in for a treat. Exactly. It was very much 1920 radio level audio.
Audio
Like,
fidelity.
there's some
Mhm.
fuzz all in this.
It is crunchy.
And I was
Yes.
just so excited to dig into it. And I'm real glad you brought this episode because I did enjoy the bejesus out of this thing. It was so much fun to watch. I love Alfred Hitchcock's intros and outros, and just the way they did it. The story within a story kind of stuff was just
Mhm.
super cool. I
There was
loved
so
it.
much framing in this one.
Yes.
Yeah, it really
like,
was.
Let's keep going.
I loved watching William Shatner stare off in the middle distance.
So beautiful.
Just,
Is it?
yeah.
Is it sad?
Is it sad? It was
Yeah,
so,
man.
it was so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see myself turning this on and just letting it rip, like
Mhm.
I'm glad when we go this far back on this show to something in the 50s, because it really, like, if you're a listener and you're listening to our show because you like Happy Days or you like Friends or Seinfeld, and then we
Yeah.
throw one of these things at you and the quality of storytelling is still amazing, it's kind of like
Mhm.
convincing someone to watch a movie in a foreign language.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
the same idea. It's like, don't knock the classics because there's still a lot of good in there,
Mhm.
even though it's black and white and the audio's a little crusty. I think it can impress you a lot what they were able to do with the effects they had back then.
Yeah.
I
for
remember
sure.
watching Casablanca and seeing a crossfade and sitting there thinking they could crossfade in the 30s.
Yeah,
It's
like
so
that's
cool. Yeah,
physically.
exactly. Yeah, they actually layered the film
Yeah.
on top of the other film. But
Absolutely.
but I didn't know you could do that. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, this was great. Thank you for bringing this.
Fantastic. Did we get any feedback, boys?
I checked the emails a little bit ago. I did not see anything, but allow me to check one more time. I'm just gonna just bringing it up here. No, unless a security alert from Google counts, then we do not have any feedback.
I mean, look, we'll take what we can get, right? At this
yeah,
point.
you
Yeah.
know, an email's an email.
Um,
But you can email us at thosewerethedayshow@gmail.com, or we are on the blue sky at thosedayshow. Or all of our social media information is in the show notes. So, boys, we have one more spooky week.
Yeah,
remaining.
we're not done with spooky shows.
We're not done. I mean, spooky is a state of mind.
It is.
yes,
It is. And because of that, we're gonna fast forward a little bit, about a decade and a half, 2 decades. We are going to watch a little show called Kolchak, the Night Stalker. It was mentioned earlier.
Yes, it was
Um,
on purpose.
Starring Darren McGavin as Carl Kolchak, a journalist for the INS, the Independent News Service. And we are going to watch season 1. There was only one season of this show. I have a lot of background I'm going to talk about with this one because this is fascinating. But season 1, episode 2, The Zombie. That is streaming on Peacock. You can watch it there in the U.S. A Stigma, you'll figure it out for Canada, I'm sure. But I am excited to talk about this one because I have a personal connection to this that takes me back to when I was a kid. And also there is some just neat connective tissue and there's some cool stuff to talk about with it. So I can't wait for you guys to watch Kolchak, the Night Stalker.
Kolchak,
Nice.
the Night Stalker.
I've heard about this show my whole life, and I've never watched it. This is gonna be great.
Well, now you get to watch it.
Very exciting. So I think that's about it. Anybody else got anything else they need to do? I will say, if you have not seen Audie's art for this episode,
Oh.
it delighted me in a way that I cannot express. Travis in particular was I
That
think
was so
my
good.
favorite. It was so good.
It is easily top 3 that you have done in this for this show, Audie.
So good.
It was
Thank you.
perfect.
That's one of those that, like, as soon as the idea hit, I was like, I have to draw
have
this
to
right
do it.
now.
Mhm.
Like, I couldn't wait to do it. I had to do it.
That was so great.
So good. Well, everybody, until next week with Kolchak, the Night Stalker. Sounds so scary. For Travis, for Audie, for Stephen, I'm Amy, and thank you for listening. Have a good evening.